Hello and welcome to Daily Politics on Trust TV. I'm Hamza Idris. Tonight on the program, we are joined by Engineer Buba Galadima, an ally of the presidential candidate of the new Nigeria People's Party, NNPP. He is also a chieftain of the party. We will be discussing a wide range of topics, from the trending Naira scarcity and its effects on citizens and the economy, to issues within his party in the build-up to the February 25th presidential election, among many others. Welcome to the program, Engineer.
Thank you very much, Mala Hamza.
We're happy to have you in our studios after a very long time because of your tight schedules.
Thank you very much.
We'll go on a short break, and when we return, the conversation commences. Don't go away. Welcome back. As I said, it is Engineer Buba Galadima in the studios. Once again, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Today, President Muhammadu Buhari met with Chairman of the Governors Forum, Governor Aminu Tambuwal of Sokoto, the Governor Atiku Bagudu, who is actually leading the governors of the APC, and then the CBN governor. Do you think this meeting will come out with maybe, let me say, a child with two eyes?
So, Mala Hamza, we in the NNPP had taken a very strong position on the issue of this redesign the currency and exchange. First of all, our decision was guided by the CBN Act, which says in an event where we want to redesign or recolor any of our currency, it should be done within a period of not less than 6 months.
Okay, that is the position of your party.
The position of the act of the CBN.
Okay.
Now, we are torn between two lines. The government said they are doing this because a lot of people have amassed wealth, all the currency in their private houses. Agreed.
You agree with that?
I agree.
How?
Because I know that there is a governor in the northwestern part of this country that has got, from intelligence, has got about 22 billion naira of the old currency.
What, Engineer?
22 billion of the old currency stacked in his house. As
a governor in the
governor in northwest.
Will you blow the?
No. No need. He knows himself.
And you know that he knows himself?
Yes, and the security agencies know.
But why are they not talking?
Because maybe they belong to the same club. Or they are protecting him.
Or maybe they set a trap for him, I don't know.
Well, the trap is for him to go out to change. But what we are saying is, for this man, single man with 22 billion, in cash, that he has accumulated through corruption, fraud of the system. My worry is the ordinary man in Yobe, in Tulotuloa.
That's in Yunusari local government, right?
Who has got only 1,000 naira as capital or his wealth. For him to lose that 1,000, I would rather allow the system to be cheated by one individual, because that man's money is legitimate money.
That 1,000.
That 1,000. Our party, our support base are the ordinary people, young men and women, the so-called Talakawa. And in Yobe, I want to say that there are places that is more than 200 kilometers from any bank, meaning that there are banks only in Gashua, Nguru, Potiskum, and Damaturu in the whole of Yobe.
Oh my God.
So you have to travel.
So when we talk about Yunusari, Yusufari, Machina,
go to Kanama or up to the border with the Damasak in Borno. That is about 100 kilometers to Gaidam, From Gaidam to Gashua is 105 kilometers. From Gaidam to Damaturu is 175 kilometers. To Potiskum, about 200 kilometers. So, how does he bring that capital of 1,000 or 2,000 to exchange?
It wouldn't even transport him.
It wouldn't even transport him.
And that is his capital base.
And that is his capital. In fact, somebody with 1,000 naira in such communities is a rich man.
Because of the level of poverty?
Of course. That is where you have to remove your thatched house every year, because before 12 calendar months, the sand dunes have overtaken the roof. And human beings live there. No electricity, no water, no nothing. They don't even know that there is government. And you make that person lose his 1,000 naira. If he curses you,
oh my God, it will go.
God will accept his prayers. So it is him that is our problem, not the one with 22 billion naira stuck in his house.
But that money is stuck by that person. Is he looking for second term?
It doesn't matter what term he's looking for. Whether it is his first term or second term, at least it's a stolen money. And the securities know. EFCC know. They know. Why can't they raid that place and take away the money? At least the explanation he will give is what the late Sabo Bakinzo did when they got 5 million naira inside a fridge in his house. And they took him to the tribunal that they found 5 million naira in his government house. And his argument is that the money is government money and it was found in government house.
Sabo Bakinzo, I think for our young people who watch us,
the former governor of Kano, 1983.
Exactly.
That is 40 years ago. So, what our official position in NNPP is that, first, we beg the federal government, the president, because everything, don't mind the MFLA, he's just an errand boy of the president.
But people are just calling him out.
No, I congratulate him.
Who?
MFLA.
But people are cursing him.
Well, because they don't understand. Where does the box stand stop?
At the table of the president?
Is it the first time the president is doing this? Was MFLA there in 1984 when he did it? This is his brainchild.
Engineer, I want to get this clear because Nigerians are saying that it was actually a dummy. Even members of the party, APC, they are saying that it was actually a dummy of MFLA and a cabal. We'll go to cabal later.
No, MFLA is a servant of the president. MFLA dare not even redesign the currency without an explicit permission and expression from the president. After all, the president has said he approved.
Yeah, but Ademi was sold to him.
No, nobody could have. That is his brain thinking. No dummy.
I'm hearing this for the first time.
Well, because people are cowards and they are sycophants.
Now, are you saying this because of your relationship in court with him, with the president?
Everybody knows that it is Buhari's work, not MFLA.
So the claim by APC, by governors that MFLA...
It's because they don't want to attack the president. They don't want to attack the message. They are attacking the messenger.
But why are they doing that?
Well, because it's the Gajeren Danga.
That is the short wall.
Short wall is the easiest place to jump to the other side. So that's not the issue.
Okay.
What is the position of the NNPP? Our presidential candidate and leader has said that, look, he's begging Mr. President, for the sake of that man with 1,000 naira, in a faraway Tulo, let them extend the time. And thank God, the president has listened to his plea because he was the first person to speak, the first candidate, the first party to speak, and extended by 10 days. We said that is not enough. Then what should be done? He said, look, let us let everybody that has money that has not been changed because there are no new currencies, let him go to the bank, tender that money, the old one, and let him be given receipt that he deposited so much at so time. And let him go. Whenever the currency is available, the new one, let him come and collect his money. Because there is no need for an ordinary man to lose his legitimate earnings. God will not forgive Nigeria if that happens. Listen to me, I have not finished.
Okay.
He said in the alternative that this is not done. When he becomes president, and inshallah, unless there is something unusual, unless there is manipulation, unless there is rigging, if there is a free, fair, and transparent election, Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso will win the election on the 25th of February 2023.
I have a follow-up question on that.
You can ask me, let me conclude.
Yeah.
You can ask me anything under the sun.
Good.
If he wins on the 30th of March, I mean May,
yeah, that's
when he's sworn in on the 29th,
yes,
let everybody go to the bank and get his money exchanged.
He will print and give.
Now we are modifying that position.
Okay.
What is the modification? The modification is that even if you ask them to go to the bank and deposit and get a receipt, how does the man in Tuloa get to a bank? That is a $1 million question.
Yeah.
It is impossible. So if it is impossible, let government today, let Buhari, without extending the time, instruct all local governments across the country to open their treasury and take monies from their citizens, legitimate money, not 1 million, 10,000, 50,000, maximum 500,000 in the village. If you get the richest man, it's 1 million. Let them collect and give them receipt. And let the local governments carry that money and deposit with the bank.
Okay.
Such that nobody should be made to lose his legitimate money.
Okay, this is where I have a follow-up question. Because as we speak now, I don't know in Tuloa or other remote villages whether the all notes are still there. But as far as towns and villages are concerned, the all notes are not there. The new notes are not there. And that is why people are reading meaning. Are you also reading meaning? Do you have the all note or the new notes with you?
No, you see, we were told, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I tend to believe that there is scarcity of the new notes. People spend days in trying to change or to withdraw.
Yeah.
The money is not there. But the central bank claimed that they give the banks enough money. If they give the banks enough money, where does it go? When you and me have been looking, I've not seen a new Naira note for the last 15 days.
That's why I asked whether you have some in your pocket.
Listen to me, I have not seen with my eyes. I didn't see.
Wow.
So let me tell you, something has happened.
Okay, what is it?
Which the authorities ought to know, or they know. What happens is that since we are told that they are trying to stop people from vote buying.
Yes.
And we are saying no. They are trying to stop us who belong to the masses, logistics money to go to the village. After all, is there anybody in Nigeria that does not know Peter Obi has got a bank, that Fidelity Bank belongs to him? Is there anybody who raises his finger and tell me that all the owners of the bank are either friends to Tinubu or friends to Atiku?
They are also maybe friends to your candidate.
They are none.
None is a friend to Kwankwaso?
None. Let the banker raise his finger. We almost got stranded at Ijesha.
It's in the south.
No,
south.
In Kwara.
Okay.
We couldn't buy fuel, and they are not taking transfer.
You and your candidate?
Yes, we spent 3 days without seeing a bed.
So are you saying this policy is actually targeted at you?
Of course, that's what we assume. Just listen to me. Why is the money scarce? CBN told us they gave money, and we are not seeing the money. So where is the money? I ask you, Hanza.
Well, I spoke with our reporter in Sokoto yesterday. He said he has a friend in GT Bank branch there. The friend swore by Allah that they don't have a single new Naira note in that branch.
But CBN told us that they gave them money. I just saw him now talking. Yeah. He said they've given enough money.
So where is the problem now?
I want to do the hypothesis.
Exactly, okay.
These ones that they want to stop from getting the money or stop vote buying are the people that are collecting the money, because they've got friends who are MDs of banks.
Are you alleging, or you have some facts, engineer?
It's okay. I'm not even alleging. If they are not collecting the money,
yes,
it means either these candidates are collecting the money, or it is the bank MDs that are stealing the money. Because CBN, Emefiele, I just saw him say they give enough money. So I'm coming. Either they have that, or both Atiku and Tinubu have got governors supporting them.
What about your candidate?
None. Only God.
What about the 14 other candidates? If we take
there is nothing like 14. There are only 4 candidates in this election.
Okay, let's carry on.
So, the truth of the matter is that the governors, now, for example, let me give you an example. Now, the governor of Lagos,
yes,
if he picks phone and tell the MD of Guarantee Trust Bank, GT, or Access Bank, or First Bank, or Union Bank, where they have accounts, and tell them, I learned CBN has given you 5 billion today. Bring 4 billion now. Or if you don't bring, I will withdraw my account. If you are doing, what will you do?
This is a very tough question, engineer.
So the money is just circulating between them.
And you think it will not stop vote buying?
It cannot. They have got access to money.
Then why did
the only problem they have is that the one they stacked in the house cannot go into the system.
It is difficult to go into the system.
Yes.
So the president has achieved...
So that one whom I know has amassed 22 billion. That one is a loss.
It's a loss now.
Of course it is a loss.
But don't you think he will have
But he can have new currency.
But what I'm saying is he can take 1 million and share it to traders.
How many people will you give 1 million for 22 billion?
To take it to the
public,
bank. I mean the system.
Don't you think the world will know? He has security in the house. They will report.
Oh my God. So the money is somehow trapped and it's now a waste. Do you think he could be the only one, or there are others?
The solution is let every local government open their treasury. Take money from citizens, because in most cases, they will only travel 50 kilometers. They can use donkey or camel or horse to come, deposit the money and go back. Later on, they are given their money. I am advising the president to do that. Please.
I hope he listens to this. But do you think the timing is right?
Well, it may not be right. He has his reason. Anything that happens in this world, there is a reason. But either selfish,
you are very close to the president. I keep saying this because Nigerians are, they know.
I wasn't there in 1984 when he did it. And I had a brother called Hassan El-Badawi, who was Buhari's commissioner for education when he was the governor of Northeastern State.
I know him in Yobe.
He became the sole administrator at Gamborungala on the border with Chad and Cameroon. During that exchange, he appeared on the television, 9 o'clock news, and begged the president, he didn't say,
Hassan al-Badawi.
Yes, that the president should extend time because people in his constituency, his local government, have no access to bank. Before the news, 9 o'clock news finished, another message came, special announcement, that he is hereby dismissed as chairman of that local government.
Military dispatch.
Yes, and it happened.
And that was why I asked you the first question, that this meeting, because people believe that the president doesn't listen.
Well, whether he listens or he doesn't listen, he's in charge, and history will judge him. You know, let me tell you something, Mala Hanza. For those of you who know, when Buhari came out, nobody that had an experience of his regime in 1983 could have touched him with a long spoon. We know the kind of brain work we did in order for him to be accepted by the masses of this country, because of his high-handedness during his regime of 1983 to 5.
So you had to do a lot of homework.
Well, you know, you ask. If you don't know, he knows. But for us and God, he wouldn't be where he is.
So some of these things that are happening, are you surprised?
I'm not surprised, because I knew he will do that.
But is it really good for Nigeria's
We thought he has
democracy?
reformed. But when he started manifesting his old self, it didn't surprise us. That's why we left.
People have been talking about what is happening is actually a recipe for chaos. We have less than 3 weeks to the election. The money is not there. Fuel is not there.
No, he's falling into the trap of some powerful people who do not believe that elections should hold. They are already working on an interim government.
You also believe in that?
No, they are, I said, those powerful people.
Okay.
And all they are doing is that it's because Buhari doesn't understand or doesn't listen. They want to portray him as a failure, that he could not even organize a successful transition, having failed in the administration of the state, the country for 8 years. So they want to climax that, and they will cause problems for him. And that would be his own self-inflicted problem.
Because already we are seeing pockets of protest, especially in the south, people attacking banks. Some even made an attempt to attack a CBN
Let me tell you something.
Yes.
Mala Hamza. There is no human being that Nigerians have been so submissive, and there is no human being that ruled this country that God has given leverage and he did what he wanted, like Buhari.
Why?
Because whatever he does, good or bad, people grudgingly take it.
But are they still taking some of these things he is doing, going by what
I say he shouldn't carry his luck too much. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So are you trying to say that the Nigerians have reached the wall, now they have started turning back?
Well, just wait and see. If he escapes this, I said, if he escapes this problem of wealth scarcity and exchange of money, if he dies, straight, he will go into paradise.
Oh my God. What do you mean? You have to expatiate.
Well, I have finished.
You think
God, it means God likes him and loves him too much.
To have escaped the trap
All
he is
this,
in now.
no, to have escaped all his excesses. Let me tell you.
Okay.
Which a lot of people don't understand. Buhari is only one among equals. God made him our leader. He didn't make himself. He should listen to us. We the citizens. He should listen to us. He doesn't. He does what he thinks that is his power. He has no power. He has no such power. Only God has such power.
Wow.
And he's stepping on the province of God.
For assuming certain supernatural powers? Or?
Well, let's see. God is there watching. You know, God gives you a long rope to tie yourself.
So some people, when you talk about...
let's go into other issues.
Yes, because these are the silent issues, engineer, and that is because we believe we have...
I have made my point. let him assist the ordinary man in Tulotuloa who has 1,000.
Have you heard of some of these traders in towns and villages who are coming to cities with their cattle?
I say now.
With their cattle worth 250,000?
Now.
Yes.
We just finished a program with the NLC.
Okay.
And we came to Kwankwaso's house. And we met traders coming from Kano. Hundreds of them, almost protesting that all the markets are closed.
Oh my God.
They don't know what to do.
Because there is no cash.
There is no cash. My wife woke me up 8 o'clock and asked for money to go and buy spaghetti to cook. No such. I don't have 1 kobo. Maybe we'll borrow me before I leave here.
I don't also have. Oh my God.
So the truth of the matter is that even those who have money in the bank cannot withdraw to buy what to eat.
And I'm sure you also have in the bank.
Well, I may have small to eat.
And you can't withdraw it?
I can't withdraw. I went to the bank myself on Thursday, on Friday. I couldn't access 20,000 naira that they said they give. And this is me. I receive over 100 calls every day, people complaining. And I'm not in government. I didn't steal. I left the government now 25 years ago. I never went to any minister's house. Let any minister tell you that Buba Galadima has seen my city room and we formed this government. Any minister that is in this government, I challenge all of them. They are there because we put our lives in line to bring this government. They should respect me. My children cannot get employment. My children cannot even, when they graduate as doctors, they cannot even get a placement to do housemanship.
It's a serious indictment, and I will ask you more questions.
And my daughter worked in Buhari's villa for 4 years without salary.
Up till now, they didn't pay her the areas.
I asked her to stay. She will not die. And when he finishes, he will see her. Me, even if I'm killed, her, he will see.
I will stop you here, Engineer. We'll go on a short break. You have raised some pertinent issues, which I hope we discuss when we return. Viewers, we'll go on a short break. Don't go away, please. Welcome back. If you are just joining us, this is Daily Politics and Trust TV. Do well to follow the conversation across our social platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and watch us live on YouTube. I still have Engineer Buba Galadima in the studio. Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Coming back to your party, the NNPP, what are your chances?
We are the only ones with chance.
How?
Because
we have 18 candidates.
There are more masses, there are more talakas than those you big men. And every talaka or every ordinary Nigerian is our supporter. Either using his mouth or in his heart, because he only believes in us. There is nobody, no home. I want to beat my chest. For example, in northern Nigeria, that doesn't have a Kwankwasia or a Kwankwaso disciple. If you, big man, hanging there, think that you don't like Kwankwaso, because you jealous him, then be rest assured that your wife or your children, without telling you, are Kwankwaso supporters because they are looking at their future. And in the South are now trying to understand and know who Kwankwaso is. And apart from that, of all the candidates,
18.
13.
Well, including him.
No, 13 including him. The other parties, 5, don't have presidential candidates.
They dropped them at certain time?
No. They are
18.
only, the accredited ones are only 13.
Okay.
So, of all of them, there is none of them that combine legislative, diplomatic, and executive experience.
You are talking about his pedigree now.
Pedigree. And none of them is near him in education. In fact, of all the front runners, all of them have doubtful credentials. All of them. We challenge them to present their certificates.
We will fact check this engineer because,
fact check?
Because we have a professor.
I say fact check. I'm here. None of them.
But he's
and of
genuine.
all of them that were in public service, nobody has got his record of performance while in public office. Of all of them, none of them is near his integrity.
But integrity is a relative term.
Well, he has never been accused of doing anything that is wrong, contrary to Public Order Act.
But some are saying he's not the only one.
Yeah?
Some are saying he's not the only one. There are many.
Well, which of them? If you want to disgrace them, mention them.
Atiku, Tinubu, Peter Obi, because Peter Obi's people are also preaching that he's actually like a saint. That is how they are looking at him.
That is what they say. But he has severally been accused of starving the state by accumulating money for government which is meant for service. And he was accused severally of using public money to promote family business. And he has not denied that. He has been accused of keeping money in offshore banks. I say accused.
Yeah, it's an allegation.
You can't talk of Atiku.
But some are also saying...
You can't talk of Atiku. You can't talk of Tinubu. These ones are condemned people.
What?
Condemned people. I don't want to say much on them. They know who they are. The nation know who they are. They are condemned.
But they are seen as the leading candidates. And that's why I say...
Leading what?
This is what people are saying.
Yes,
even the polls. You know,
I agree.
There are many polls conducted.
I agree. Maybe you didn't listen to my starting point.
No, I did. Engineer.
No, you didn't. What did I say?
What I'm saying is
not what you are saying. What did I say?
You said there is only one candidate.
No.
What did you say?
I said every ordinary Nigerian.
Yeah.
And they are more in number than you oppressors.
I'm not one of the oppressors.
He's a supporter of Kwankwaso because he's looking at his future. But it's only Kwankwaso that has got an empathy to the ordinary people among all of them.
You are glorifying him like a saint.
I am not glorifying him. These are verifiable records.
Does he have the spirit to win?
And Kwankwaso has a record of performance.
But he left deaths in Kano. This is what his predecessor said.
He didn't leave death in Kano.
Were they lying? Was Ganduje lying?
Yes, because Ganduje himself is a liar.
Ganduje?
Yes. If he says he's not a liar, let him take me to court. I will prove to him
you are challenging
that
he's a liar.
Yes.
What has he told that?
I say I don't want to go into that. If he disagree that he's a liar, let him take me to court. I will say two different things. He said different things about the same issue. That is a lie. So don't expose him.
But
I respect him. Don't expose him.
Anyway, since you don't want to go further there, but was there any time that the masses, the poor people, produce a president in Nigeria? Because you are saying the masses will produce your candidate.
I know. So you are now telling me that what Buhari said is a lie.
Well, maybe you will say it, but
no,
I know
no. If you are saying that one is okay, it's for you and Buhari, not me.
But was there any time that the poor masses
forget
produced?
about any time. Now the president of the country said there is going to be transparent, credible, whatever election. He promised the world, and he told the UN, he told the American president,
yes.
He told the EU leaders, he told the Commonwealth leaders, he told African leaders that he's going to do an impeccable election.
Do you trust him?
I don't need to trust him.
Will you take what he said to the bank?
I'm talking to you about what he said,
yeah,
unless you are disputing what he said.
Okay.
And Mahmoud Yakubu,
yes,
told us that there is an instrument called beavers. Let me go back. Buhari himself
yes.
had been a victim of rigging and manipulation several times.
You were with him then, yeah.
And I also want you to understand that Buhari was a beneficiary of technology called, what do you call it?
Beavers.
No, not beavers. The other one.
The smart card?
No. Was a beneficiary of credible election.
Yeah, under Jega.
That made him president.
Professor, yeah.
So if now you are telling me that he has been a victim and he has been a beneficiary and he will do otherwise, then I hang it on your neck. But Mahmoud told us...
I will salvage myself with two questions. If you answer them, I take responsibility.
I will allow you.
Okay.
But Mahmoud Yakubu,
yes,
he said a professor of political science,
yes,
told us, and for now I would want to believe him until he proves otherwise, like he did in the Kano 2019 election.
Okay. Where you have a second round of election.
No, where he forced inconclusive election on us and gave victory to those that lost election using Professor Resqua of Sokoto University, one criminal.
Alleged criminal.
Well, for us, he's one.
You are firing salvo at all of them.
You know one thing.
Yes.
We masses, when we pray against you, Hansa.
Yes.
Be rest assured, God will visit you.
But I'm also a poor man.
No, sitting in this environment.
But I know you will bless me before you leave this house. And I know you will pray
in this environment.
Me. Yes.
And all those who had a hand in what had happened to us in Kano,
yes,
are now vegetable. From the IG to the last policeman. All of them, go and find out their situation now. Including the INEC commissioner. Go and find out. You know God is wonderful.
And you believe that because the president
because they cheated us. Well, Garba Shehu, who is your colleague, came out to say that...
well, I am a journalist. Garba Shehu is now a spokesperson.
But what made him a spokesperson?
Well...
What is his background that gave him that position?
Well, he served as a journalist, yeah.
Thank you very much. He told the world that Kano is too important to be left in the hands of opposition. So they had to take it by force. We now said, it's okay, don't fight. When our boys wanted to fight, we said, don't fight. God is there. And you see how God is doing wonders. Go to the house of the IG who perpetrated that rigging, and the DIG who was used, and the two assistant inspectors generals of police. All of them were dismissed. Some of them dead.
Oh my God.
So anybody...
And you are attributing all this to what they did to you?
To our prayers now, yes. Why are they? Are they the only policemen who did election?
The president raised concern about beavers. National chairman of the APC raised concern about beavers. The presidential candidate Asiwaju Tinubu also raised concern about beavers. Why? Because
beavers will not be business as usual, where they will write figures or use the police.
Okay, you trust beavers?
If it is properly deployed, no. I saw one Mr. Aluko today, the director of IT,
Yes.
he said they learned their lessons in Osun election today.
Okay, so
And he was asked how. He said because when they were sending results of the elections in Osun, they didn't include the results of the accreditation. So this time around, the accreditation result and the results of the election will be sent at the same time. So it's verifiable.
What is your take on the various polls conducted that put your candidate in distant fourth position? They put sometime Atiku, sometime Tinubu, sometime Peter Obi, but in all the polls I've seen, your candidate was fourth.
You didn't see all the polls. Go and find out from the Nigerian security, DSS. They conducted polls.
Okay.
And they know who is the president. Not paid agents like Tedo Peter side, who are godfathers to Peter Obi. Of course, if they conduct polls, they are right that Peter is the candidate. Who is the chairman of Labour Party in your state?
Well, I'm not. I'm from Katsina. So
tell me now, you are from Katsina. Tell me.
That's a topic of another.
So Katsina, which has 4 million votes, and one candidate doesn't have even an office or a party or a candidate, and he expects to win Nigeria without a single vote from Katsina.
He's campaigning via social media, and they said the youths are for him.
Social media, so from Eskimo, from Australia, from New Zealand, from Brazil, all of them, one person using 500 different this thing, all voting. So that makes the person president.
But what does your candidate stand to offer differently from the rhetoric of other candidates?
It's okay. What we say is very simple.
Okay.
That everything that we promise to do, we have done a sample of it before.
Like recruiting 1 million policemen that he said he will do?
I hope you know that Kwankwaso was a defense minister. Do you know?
Of course I am aware.
For 4 years.
Yes. So you think he can, because
before that time, I know you are, listen now, during that time you are a journalist.
Yes, I've been practicing for nearly 2 decades now.
Do you remember that all the bridges, under bridges in Abuja and all over Abuja, military pensioners were littered, some of them dying under the bridge before he became defense minister? Can you remember that?
Quite sure.
Have you seen one now?
Well, we still...
I say, have you seen one now?
No, among those ones, maybe they have all died. I don't know. Because they were all aged at that time.
Yeah. So there are no more pensioners coming from the military.
What about the
No, I'm just, you see, I'm using practical example of what Kwankwaso said he did.
So he refined the process of paying pension.
Of course.
So he will be able to recruit 1 million.
And you don't see any one of them on the street anymore, or any pensioner dying. Before, they used to carry stretcher, carrying dead bodies of pensioners in Abuja.
Yeah.
And he's the first person to do a defense policy for the nation. And let me tell you, when he was defense minister, we were not only taking care of the territorial integrity and the protection of our lives and property in Nigeria, but we had gone to Sierra Leone, we had gone to Liberia, we had gone to Darfur, we had gone to Europe to offer assistance as peacekeepers.
And you think he will do that if he wins?
He is the only person with that experience. Not only that. You said you are from where?
Katsina.
Katsina?
Yes.
How many people died in Ergoje yesterday?
Over 100.
Over 300. That's a press figure.
Okay, the 100.
Yes. The one they tell you to write. Only God knows, maybe 1,000 people were killed. Maybe. So, is Katsina and Kaduna not neighbor to Kano? Huh? Is there anything happening in Kano? Kwankwaso defeated the Boko Haram.
You think it is?
He defeated insurgency. Are there kidnappers in Kano except isolated cases?
Maybe technically he defeated them. I don't know. Because some are saying that.
So is that not a reason why Kano is an island in peace in the whole of Nigeria? It's because of the infrastructure, security infrastructure that Kwankwaso established in Kano. If we can do that in Kano, if we can do that for the whole of Nigeria, what stops him from defeating the insurgency?
In 2015, he supported, this is a good question, and we will bring them to answer. In 2015, he supported Buhari.
Yes.
2019, supported Atiku.
Yes.
Will he liaise with Atiku, going by the fact that they are saying he's at distant position?
We will defeat Atiku.
PDP
we will defeat Atiku in Kojoli of the local government of Adamawa State.
How sure are you?
Carry your camera to that place, to his polling booth, on that day, without us going. I don't think, please, Atiku is not in this race.
What? Are you removing him?
Yes, because...
But I never recognize him as a serious contender.
Yes, on paper he is. But he's not a candidate. How can he win? Through what?
He has more reach, according to polls. I keep referring to polls because we deal with statistics and what Nigerians are saying.
I say which poll conducted by who? They are used to media manipulation. That's why they are manipulating your head.
Well, I'm actually representing our viewers.
Who is your viewer? It's okay, let the viewer raise his hand.
And they are watching us now.
Let him raise his hand, the viewer, and tell me that Atiku is not manipulating.
You will see their responses.
Can't you see that he's using, can't you see that Atiku has used malams, the mullahs, religious leaders, to appeal to Kwankwaso to step down for him? Atiku used former heads of state and prominent Nigerians to appeal to Kwankwaso to step down for him. Atiku used traditional rulers, spent billions of naira to persuade them to go and talk to Kwankwaso to step down for him. He used some amorphous northern groups that we jilted to try to manipulate and say they interviewed the presidential candidates and they found Atiku.
You mean the conversation at Kaduna,
those
you mean he used them to
yes, now they know, now they know that we know. That's why we jilted them. They couldn't achieve their ambition.
All these notable
I say,
groups.
Listen now, which notable, please.
But will you win without them?
No known business.
Will you win without their support?
Are they supporting us now? Are they supporting? We are more northerners than them. Kwankwaso is from Kano, I'm from Gashua. My village to the extreme northern part is less than 50 kilometers. So I'm more northern than them. And I'm older. And I've been in this business more than them.
You are 75 or thereabout.
It doesn't matter what I am. But I'm older than most of them.
My fear, the question I asked, which you didn't answer.
Just listen now, just listen.
I want you to answer this question.
Listen now, recently, he sent some prominent Islamic scholars, 3 of them, to come to Kwankwaso's house to kneel down and plead with him to step down for Atiku. We sent them away.
The clerics?
Yes. Who are they? Before God, it's only the man who fears God that has got this thing before.
Would you like to mention
not how much
names,
knowledge.
The clerics?
I wouldn't. Because we respect that regalia. But if they remove the regalia,
you will call them out.
We will put small boys to deal with them.
But who is with you now? Because the rich people, you said you are not with them. The notable regional groups, you are not with them. The clerics, you feel they have been compromised. So who is going to vote for you?
Are these not the problems of the masses?
But will the masses give you villa?
Oh, because so are you telling me that it is not one man, one vote?
It is one man, but I know that you follow Buhari.
If it is not one man, one vote, I agree with you.
No, since 2003.
We are doing what we are doing,
Engineer.
And we go from village to village, from hamlet to hamlet, from ward to ward, from local government to local government, from state to state, even by road to meet the people, because we believe that we were told they will use beavers and the people's vote will count. If now, Daily Trust, as you are representing them, TV, is telling me that forget about that, there would be no election. Buhari will sit down in the villa with Mahmoud Yakubu and write the results and announce, I surrender.
No, I have my reason why I'm saying this. Because you've been with Buhari 2003, you've been with him 2007, you've been with him 2011, and you have done all this by road. Buhari could not get the presidency until He stretched his hands across the Niger to go into alliance with Tinubu and others.
Until they used, I forgot the name now, which I fought for. This
the card reader.
The card reader.
The card reader.
That was the card reader. God gave him the presidency through the card reader.
Not his relationship with Tinubu?
No. How many votes did Tinubu bring? The whole of Southwest, the difference between APC and PDP.
He brought the whole Southwest.
Is 100,000 votes. We, without money, without press, without anything, we were getting 12.5 million votes for Buhari every election.
So the much hype relationship across the Niger is not really valid.
All of them that came, the governors and Tinubu, they added only 2.8 million votes.
That you look down upon me. But was that not enough to make him president? He couldn't make it all those years
If you subtract the one that we have been bringing without them, could he be councillor?
Now there is this allegation that your candidate actually doesn't accept superior argument, and that is why he parted ways with many of his lieutenants.
I agree. It's because you are a small boy, Hamza, that you don't understand.
I'm 51.
No, you are a small boy. When you talk about me.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah. You are. You don't understand.
Okay.
Every intelligent man is called arrogant.
Oh, really?
Yes. If you are intelligent and you are worth your salt and you know the issue, why should an idiot come and convince you to take his own?
But must intelligent people be superior all the time?
Yes, because they are. Don't you think I am?
But
that's why I didn't become councillor. Because none of them could defeat me in an argument.
But do you think he will get the trust of people now?
The trust we need is only that of the ordinary people. All these big people, they are bullshit. They sit down in Abuja and Kaduna and say they are going to do this. They will see Pepe.
Okay, I will ask you the last question for the program. Now, because we have run short of time, going by all these things, the allegations that some people are planning interim government, you know, some don't want the election to hold. Some are looking for how some people will just come and take over using other extra constitutional ways. Assuming President Buhari is on the ballot, do you think he will bring this policy of changing the Naira now? Assuming he's seeking for second term.
Look, we've thrashed this Naira issue. Buhari is not on the ballot. He's doing this maybe with genuine intentions. Maybe. But the world has become digital. It has gone beyond his thinking. Some people are using him without him knowing. That's the irony of the situation. One governor, Kwankoso's friend, 1999 set of governors, came to see Kwankwaso. And I was seated there.
Yes, maybe you were yeah.
Then he asked Kwankwaso, what are you going to give me when you become president? Kwankwaso looked at him. He said, I'm going to give you chairman of the cabal. He even mentioned the name. I don't want to mention the name.
Okay.
Then the man laughed and hit his leg, laughed and hit his leg, laughed and hit his neck. He said, you giving me chairmanship of cabal. You and Yabuba in government, and somebody is coming to manipulate you.
Okay, meaning cabal will not exist if he wins.
Because cabal only fills a vacuum. If you don't know what you are doing and they look at you as sha, they will be manipulating you, taking money from people and coming to give you falsehood because you don't have wide ears to hear from other sources.
And is that why we have many categories of them this time around?
The story about the thief called the accountant general. Some members of the cabal took money from him and came to show a false bank statement that look at this man, he's deputy accountant general of the federation, but he has only got 2,000 naira in his account. That's the man.
He bought the dummy.
So you think they will do that to Kwankwaso?
All right, thank you very much, Engineer Abu Bagaladib. I enjoyed the conversation. I wish we have more time to discuss more because there are many questions. I even wanted to ask you the legacy of the president.
Unless you are running away from closing your station.
I will definitely invite you to come and talk. Thank you very much for coming. I will hope to have you again. Viewers, that was the interesting conversation with Engineer Buba Galadima, a chieftain of the NNPP, and he believes that they will have a good show on 25th, right?
Correct.
Thank you. If you enjoyed the program, please join us again for another interesting package. For now, thank you very much. I'm Hamza Idris.